Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have here a box with nothing on it except, oh snap. Look at that. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And very nice mustache. Mustache we have indeed. Oh, so nice. Yes. This is a Mr. Fancy Pants knife. Are you ready to check it out? We're going to get it right in here. Oh yeah, pitch grip all day, baby. And hollow be thy grind. Now, are you smelling what I'm stepping in? Do you know who designed this knife quite yet? If you're any bit at all part of the knife community, or you watch any of the knife tubers or the YouTubers, you're gonna know who designed this bad boy. This is the very first of its kind. The very first of its kind. By TRISTATE, this is the TRISTACHE. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its TRISTACHE-ness. Oh my goodness. It's so good. This is not the first time I've taken it out of the box. I was just giving you the experience. I've had it out, I've been playing with it, and then I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to warn you. This is fair warning. I thought I had time to play around with this knife before I did the video, right? Yeah, I was on the live stream last night and pulled up the website and was showing everybody where you can get this, which I'll put a link in the description and in the comment section where you can get this bad boy. But I was like, holy cow. The time is almost over to even get one of these. I didn't realize it was going to be such a short time span. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of this bad boy. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Is there bad stuff? We'll find out here in just a momento. But this TRISTATE did a really great job. That's all I got to say. So first of all, look at that. Look at the texture, a little bit of texture vision. Oh yes, it feels really good. It's not aggressive, but it has that really nice tactile feel. Now, this is not what you're thinking. A lot of people, you see the button lock, you're like, oh, it's a plunge lock. Plunge lock, whoa, okay. It's not a plunge lock. What? Yeah, it's a frame lock that's actuated by a button. Oh, yes. And look at there, we have a little stash going on. And no, I am not shaving my beard to have a mustache. Ain't happening. I think that would be grounds for divorce with Mrs. Beez. This has a full-length titanium backspacer to go with these titanium scales. And something that's really cool, let me get my pen out here. This is a major plus. Whenever you have this much texture, there is a flat area right here, which we can barely see because of my lighting. But there is a flat area right underneath the clip. See, oh yeah, there we go. Right there to keep you from tearing up your pockets. Now, I do have something to mention about coming in and out of the pocket with this knife. I'll tell you about that here in just a moment. It does have a steel lock bar insert, and we do have some very nice jumps up here. And I do have a comment about those too. But without further ado, let's get this blade out. Are you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, my goodness gracious. I love a nice Warncliffe. Oh my gosh. Would you just look at it? This is S90V blade steel. And yes, this is a hollow ground. Yeah, you heard me. It's a hollow ground blade. And it is beautiful. I love these swedges. They're just kind of, they're just accental. Is that a word? Accental swedges. I like me a good swedge in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Here's a look. It's chamfered on the edges right here. So those edges aren't sharp. And then coming down, look, there's not a whole lot of guts to see. And I'll show you the other side in just a momento. And there's your milled 3D clip. It is not reversible because this is a Mr. Fancy Pants knife. Let me see. Do we have a, there's no kind of lanyard hole. So all you lanyard lovers, you're out of luck. Now, it has great action. I'm going to tell you that right from the get-go. And here's the coolest thing ever. One of the best designs that I think you could possibly do. You get a frame lock that's actuated by the button. And you can do it either way. So you can close it with the frame lock, or you can use, oh my gosh, did you hear that? You can use the button, which works flawlessly, I might add. Here's a little acoustics for you. Oh yeah, and just as easily on the reverse flick, nice little pinch going on, but wait, there's more. Giant finger choil up here. You can see right here, this is where your stop pin hits right there, and then this part hits the top of your button, but I don't know that I don't think that's a stop. I think that's just happens to be where this kind of hits, and I don't think that really creates any type of issue for anything. It doesn't, I mean, it's not going to affect sharpening or your edge, but that right there is where it's hitting your main stop pin, which is right there. Okay, now check this out. This is where it hits on the stop pin, so you're good to go with that bad boy. Now, for all you knife nerds out there that are like me, that like, give me some numbers, man. From tip to tip, this bad boy is 7.75 inches long. Closed, it's 4.3 inches. It has a 3-inch sharpen length, and overall, your blade is 3.5 inches. And for your blade stock, 126 thousandths of an inch. And guess, anyone have a guess of what this is behind the edge? Behind this tiny little bevel right here, this tiny little edge, we have 13 thousandths of an inch, which is very impressive indeed. There are 3 different versions of this, and like I said, if you're watching this video, I would not dilly-dally. You're not going to have a chance to think about it. Go to the website, check it out, and make your decision, because the pre-order is going to be over, and it'll be done for now. I'm sure more will come out in a later time. I don't know if budget versions are going to come out, but oh my gosh, it's just so freaking good. The 3 different versions, you can get the black on black, like this one, the all blacked out, looks really nice. They also have the stonewash and satin version, and then there's a reverse tux. I like the looks of all 3. I really like the looks of this one, but I also like the idea of the stonewash satin, so making that decision is a little tough. Now, here is one thing, in and out of the pocket. You do have this nice flat right here, right? Now, when I come into the pocket, depending on the angle, when you're putting it in your pocket, I noticed this. Depending on the angle, if you're angled out when you pull it out, your pocket can grab right here on this relief. And same as when you're putting it in your pocket, depending on how you angle it with your hand, it can grab on this side of the relief. It would have been cool if it was possible to have this relief on the inside and not have something outside to catch. Now, as far as the ergos, this does not affect the ergos. I do have some knives where the relief is super sharp on the hand. And since we're talking about the hand, my hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And yeah, the action on this thing is just fantastic. So holding this in the old hammerooski and the hammer grip, it's absolutely comfortable. You can't feel the pocket clip. All the edges are soft and chamfered. And when you're holding it in your hand like this was done correctly. It's all soft. It's all rounded. Nothing. That is a peeve of mine when I get a knife in the back. Something in the back here is poking. I don't like being poked in the hand. Look at that. Very comfortable. And then the choke up position for doing push cuts, really, really good, because you can get your hand right up behind the heel. I appreciate that. The jimping's not too bad. It's micro jimping. I would have preferred maybe a little bit rougher. It's possible that because of this is coated, that's taken away from some of the grip. I'm getting a little slippage. It's not really grippy, so I could go for a little more grippage on the jimpage, but like I said, that might be because this is PVD coated, but you know, it does give me some grip if I'm really pushing down on it. Other than that, I'm kind of sliding off of that right there. Now, this is, I mean, you already know from the looks of this is going to be a great everyday carry knife. If you like more premium knives, this is going to be great for getting in your packages, doing some cross cuts, some pull cuts, push cuts, all of the different cuts. Neutral handles. I appreciate that, especially when I get the lock finger in place. Oh my gosh, it's just a fantastic knife. I don't have complaints. It's solid. You're not going to get any better than a frame lock. I know there's a lot of folks that are like, I don't like frame locks for whatever reasons. You're going to get, that's one of the strongest lockups you're going to get, because if you're just barely touching the frame, the lock, you've got, they call it the lock of death. It's not going to undeploy. It's not going to close on you. But if you don't like getting in here and actuating it like that, you can just open it with that button. And I will say, when it comes to pass-through, there's not a giant cutout or anything, but there is ample room in here to get your thumb in there, and it is super soft. I mean, all day long. I don't have to squish my thumb. That's one of my peeves, you know, that I don't like, and I don't have to worry about that. Look at that. So smooth, so easy to get my finger in there. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everything about this knife. It's very difficult to try to find a nitpick. Not that that's my job, but if I do see something, it is, you know, if you see something, say something. But this is a fantastic job. Big shout out to TRISTATE. He's my neighbor. Love the dude. And I'm very happy that I got to see this knife and hang out with it just for a little while before I pass it on to the next reviewer. And I hope that if you're wanting this knife or you're interested, that you see this video before it's too late, because right now the first pre-order of the TRISTATE TRISTACHE is going on right now. And by the way, if you wanted to know, the OEM for this knife is Bestech, if that means anything to you. then there you go. So I hope you enjoyed checking out the TriStache with me. Let me know what you think about it. I'm going to give you a really quick, fast size comparison because I almost forgot. Here's the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Spyderco Para 3. And then I have a couple more here. Here is a knife that I hold near and dear to my heart. This was a gift to me by TriState. I will always have this knife forever. My son will inherit it. This will stay in the family because it was a gift from TriState. And then here is the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So if you have a Penguin, now you know the size of this knife. And then let me put one more popular knife out here. If you have an Elementum, a Civivi Elementum, or a WE Elementum, that'll give you an idea. Penguin, Elementum, Elementum, Penguin. All right, so there's your size comparison. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. If you enjoy my content, give me a big old thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And until I see you again, go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And I'll see you in the lives and the chats and at the Hive stream right here every Friday night. So remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.